Hey there, YouTube. My name is King Shy, and welcome to the Kingdom. The Kingdom is a place where people can learn about the games they may be interested in. There's a lot of do's and don'ts videos out there that may be confusing to the uninitiated, so this is more than that. This is an area where people can learn the lingo and gain the know-how to play the way they'd like. Now, this being my first YouTube video, I would like to thank all of you for watching and let you know that there's much more to come. And if you like what you see, please do not hesitate to hit that subscribe or like button, either one, whichever one, or both actually, that'd be fantastic. And the bell next to subscribe for future notifications. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into the topic of today's video, Destiny 2. Now, this is a game that's been out for the past 2 years, and its predecessor was out for about 3 years before that. During that time, it's gained quite the following, and at this point, there's an average of about 1 million players who play on a daily basis. Now, I know that can be intimidating to some, but have no fear. King is here to help you out with some crash course info that will allow you to fit right in and give you a great jump start or at least a refresher for those who are veterans. Now, that being said, we're going to start with the basics. What type of Guardian are you? The Guardian is your character. And at the start of the game, you have the option to choose from 3 different class types: Warlock, Hunter, or Titan. Each class naturally has their strengths and weaknesses, and each are designed to fit a specific type of playstyle. Here's a general synopsis of each, and we'll start with the Warlock. The Warlock is very much a survivalist of the 3 classes. By using a combination of healing and assisting abilities, they can remove themselves from battle and re-engage quickly and seamlessly to allow themselves to gain a tactical advantage over their opponents by using their healing abilities. The main drawback to the Warlock is their agility and speed. Though it's not designed to be an agile class, there are steps you can take to make your Warlock faster and more agile. But we'll go into that in further detail in a later video. The next class is the Hunter. The Hunter is the most agile of the 3 classes, able to get in and out of situations that other Guardians normally wouldn't. The Hunter uses quick reflexes and dodging abilities to allow for a quick thinking player to use all their surroundings to their advantage. The main drawback to the Hunter, however, is that they don't have high healing capabilities. However, once again, there are steps you can take to mitigate this, and they have a lot to do with the armor or gear you'll wear. And gear is just a lingo game term for the type of weapons and or armor that you can acquire throughout the game. The final class is a Titan. A Titan is a powerhouse and is designed as such, with abilities that are meant to protect not only themselves but their fellow Guardians. They use a combination of highly offensive and defensive capabilities to keep themselves and their team intact. The main drawback to the Titan is the limited healing capabilities they possess. While they can take and give punches, the healing afterward can be a challenge. Now, don't be afraid to try each of these classes to get an idea of which one you think you're going to like the most. Now, different people main different characters, and really the reason behind that goes to the type of person you are. Once you've determined the class that you like, the next thing you need to know about is the weapons. The weapons are separated into 3 categories: primary, special, and heavy. Primary weapons are your first line of defense and the main weapon you'll be using in a fight. Their weapon types are hand cannons, auto rifles,
Double down. Strength in numbers.
bows,
This is wonderful. Double down.
scout rifles,
And that's how you gain ground. That's 2. 3 down. You use your
Now
ring.
hold.
pulse
Gains
rifles,
the lead.
sidearms,
Your moments of clarity are weapons, Warlock. Zone A lost.
and submachine guns.
How disrespectful would that be, though? It's like King Shy shares his tea bags.
To figure
Captured
out
Zone
which
C.
one
Zone
fits your playstyle
advantage is
best
yours.
may take some personal testing, and different stats of each class of weapon make some more ideal in certain situations than others. But really, I definitely suggest trying each one out,
Two
figuring out
down.
which one you like the most, and then going from there.
That shall
The
be
next
done.
category is special. These are the weapons that you
Even
bring to a
light can
fight to
fade.
support your primary weapon. And they are as follows: sniper rifles,
Double down.
10 seconds and I
shotguns,
pull you back. One down. 2 for 1. The executioners come to town.
single fire grenade launchers,
Portal's ready. You're invading.
and fusion
Make a
rifles.
mess. That's one.
Now, this is where things can get a little bit tricky,
2 down.
because since it is a special's job to support your primary weapon, you'll need to find a combination that you personally
Bury
feel
another.
works well together. I suggest trying
10 seconds
combinations
and I
that
pull you
make up
back.
for each weapon's weaknesses, i.e. using a hand cannon, which is a more mid and close range weapon, and a sniper rifle, which is more a mid and long range weapon. The last category of weapon is heavy. The weapons within the heavy category are as follows: rocket launchers, grenade launchers,
2 for 1.
machine guns,
Pull you back.
linear fusion
That's 2.
rifles,
The executioners come to town. The best gunfights happen on the frontier.
Good. Show
and
your enemy what
swords.
a real fight looks like.
2 for 1.
These are the weapons that you're going to be getting the least amount of ammo for, and they can generally be pretty devastating to your enemies. You're going to hear a lot of things like how certain weapons are considered the meta and how other ones aren't, but the truth is each player is different. What works for me might not work the same for you, and what I like you might not be particularly fond of. That's why I encourage players to get out there and try things out. You never know what you might like.
Amazing.
Now, the final bit of Destiny knowledge and know-how that you need refers to the armor. Now, we touched on this a bit earlier in the video, and I'll go more in depth with each class individually at later dates, but for now, we're going to keep it high level. There's 4 pieces of armor that correspond with your character individually, and 1 piece that is class specific. So the 4 pieces are helmet, gloves, chest piece, and boots. And the final piece that's class specific ranges from class, but they are Hunter Cloak, Titan Mark, and Warlock Bonds. The main function of the armor is to enhance certain innate abilities of your Guardian, allowing them to do certain things better, faster, and generally be more efficient overall. Both armor and weapons do have something, however, called exotics that can drastically change the way your Guardian and or weapon can behave, allowing for some truly amazing gameplay. These pieces are so strong that you can only wear 1 of each at a time, i.e. 1 armor piece and 1 weapon. So, choose wisely.
2 for 1.
You can get different weapons and armor from multiple activities, ranging from player versus player activities like Gambit and Crucible, to player versus environment activities like Strikes and Raids. It is always recommended for communication purposes to do these things in a group, so if you have some friends who also have Destiny, I suggest you play with them, and if you don't have any friends who have the game, there's matchmaking and guided games to help newbies and lone wolves complete various activities. The game is designed to allow players to get the most out of their gaming experience as possible, but ultimately, you decide how you want to play and what you find most enjoyable. And at the end of the day, all of that is up to you. But that's going to do it for me today. My name is King Shy. You've been tuned into the kingdom. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you in the next one.